I'm joined by new Southport manager and his assistant, Alan Wright and John Hills. Hello and welcome to Southport FC.
Thanks very much.
So you've had the tour. What are your first impressions?
Yeah, well, obviously we've both been here before, and we've seen the dressing rooms and the pitch before now. So it's nice to have a little wander around and see what's actually going on at the club and where things are properly. So it's been an interesting little tour.
Fantastic. So what attracted you to the Southport FC job?
I think on the initial interview it was the way the club was sold. The chairman and his colleagues told me how it was run. It's run very professionally, and it wasn't a tough decision on my part once I'd had that conversation and they told me how everything worked, and I was very keen from that moment onwards.
So this will be your first managerial role, having coached at Blackpool, Fleetwood and Northwich. What makes you the right man for the job, and what can you bring to Southport FC?
First and foremost, I've got an awful lot of enthusiasm. It's something that I want to have a long career in. I think Southport's a good club in the respect of, as I've just mentioned, the fact that the way it's run. You've obviously got support and backing from the chairman and all the backroom staff. So it's just one of those things where, as a person, it just felt right, and everything about the club feels good. The response since we've come in, albeit it's only been brief, it's been very positive, and we're both just really looking forward to getting on with the job.
Okay, with 304 Premier League appearances in a playing career spanning more than 2 decades, how will your experience playing at the top flight of English football affect you as a manager?
Well, you gain experiences from working under some big managers. I've been fortunate enough to work under people like Kenny Dalglish, Brian Little, Steve McLaren, Graham Taylor. So you take all those little bits, the good points from them, and you try and mould them into yourself. And I think that the fact that gives you a massive experience. I can call on those people as well if I need a little bit of help or advice. And I think their knowledge and their support is obviously massive as well. So it's just good to have those contacts, and between us we've got contacts right throughout all the levels of football, from the Premier League right down to Blue Square North and even lower than that. So between us we've got a wealth of knowledge and a wealth of contacts as well.
Tell us a little bit about your assistant, John. You've been silent in the corner there. Hello, John, are you okay?
Yeah, good, thank you.
So you're pleased to be here at Southport?
Yes, it's really nice to meet the people involved. They seem really, really passionate, which is good because that suits the way we are as well. We want to succeed and we want to do really well, and we're going to come in here, we need to add to the squad, but we'll get together a group of lads that will be passionate and will play good football that supporters will really enjoy.
So where did you two come across each other? How have you formed this management team?
We met a few years ago. We've known each other a long time through obviously the Blackpool connection, but in reality we met at Fleetwood, didn't we?
Yeah.
And I'm amazed that we became friends really, because I went in and took John's place, so it was a little bit not strained, but we understood the situation, and we soon became close friends, and we've since we've worked together at Fleetwood, we've worked together at Blackpool, and it's been a no-brainer really. It was a guy that I trust, we get on really well, and it's just great to have him on board with us.
Okay, so what are your expectations and targets for the season ahead?
Well, our targets are to finish either one place above the relegation zone this time round, which I'm 100% certain that will happen. We've got a good nucleus of the squad that's remained, and with what we think we can bring in and what we can add to that, we'll definitely finish above halfway, and hopefully hit the playoff areas. I think we looked at last season, and they were up there, top 4 or 5 around Christmas time, and there's no reason why they can't do it again, and why they shouldn't maintain being up there. So our aim is to create a good, nice working environment. It's going to be hard work but enjoyable, but our target is to finish at least in the top half of the table.
And what are your immediate squad plans?
We've got a good basis. I think there's 10 or 12 lads that the club have retained. They're a good group of people. They want to work hard, and the people that we know that we've already spoken to, that we can bring in, we feel that we can add to that, and we will have quite a strong squad come the start of the season.
And what are your long-term ambitions?
On my personal note, I want to I want to be in a manager's role for a long time. I would consider that to be my new career, and it's something that I want a prolonged career in. So my long-term ambitions are to manage at a Premier League club, and along that way, if between us we can take Southport on part of that journey with us, then that'll be fantastic, because we'll progress, Southport will progress, and everybody wins.
And do you have a message for the Southport fans?
I think the main thing is try and get behind the team. We're going to try and play attractive football, because that's how we feel that it should be played. There are going to be the odd game where things don't go quite to plan, but in the main we'll play eye-catching football, and we'll hopefully win more games than we will lose. And we just want to. We'd like to see the people around the town come in to enjoy and watch the football that we're going to put on show for them.
That's great. And John, do you have anything to add?
No, just echo Alan really. Just, it will be positive, it will be attractive, and it'll be really good to watch, and there'll be a lot of goals. It's a system that we believe in, that first introduced us under Ian Holloway when he come into Blackpool, and it's a really, really good system if it's done right. And we want to come in, we want to introduce a system to the players that are here and the players that come in, and really drill it into them how that system works, because we know it inside out, and we know that it's successful, and we know that we can get the rewards from doing it and playing it right. And it'll be good to watch. The fans will be entertained.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.